I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
This is the 20th anniversary of the LA Film School. So many amazing people in front of the camera, behind the camera, and all around this industry have come through.
Half of the 500 seats here tonight are set aside for students or film schools like the LA Film School so that they can get up close and personal with the creative people and get a sense and an insight about how these masters of cinema work.
We need our writers. We need everybody in every walk of life to tell their story. I'm really excited to see what the LA Film School has to tell us.
The idea of tonight is combining this talent, the people that make movies and the people who want to make movies, because they're the future. And LA Film School is a fantastic partner, and we're thrilled that you're involved.
I used to teach at the LA Film School. I think the students are terrific, and they're the future.
Happy anniversary, Los Angeles Film School.
Jay Hunter, big shout out to LA Film School. Congratulations on your 20th anniversary.
Hey, happy 20th anniversary, Los Angeles Film School from Jeannie Mai.
Congratulations, LA Film School. You're the future.
Best of luck, and may you all find your joy.
Big shout out to the LA Film School.
Happy 20th anniversary, LA Film School. Make those films, baby.
And 20 more years, 20 more years.
Hello everybody, and welcome to the Los Angeles Film School. My name is Joe Byron, and I'm proud today to talk a little bit about what's happening here at the LA Film School, and that is our 20th anniversary. We're currently celebrating 20 years of facilitating, assisting young people and old people also to come and fulfill their dreams. I want you to kind of go back in time a little bit. What did you expect the Los Angeles Film School to do for you? And how did you feel on that first day when you looked around and saw all those other people around you? Marco, let's start with you.
I knew I wanted to find the film school, so I literally just walked around the streets and I walked in front of the LA Film School, called them, got a little tour to go around and loved it and came here. really, like, I knew the school would teach me the fundamental skills that I would need to move on, become a filmmaker, but also, like, I was hoping to meet other filmmakers that I could eventually, like you guys, to collaborate with. And it's been a great experience, and I think I made a good choice.
The first day during orientation, I finally felt like I was home. And that to me kind of cemented that I was making the right choice, because I felt excited, yes, but I felt comfortable.
Sort of like you guys, I felt like I belonged. I was with a group of people that were all creatives who all had decided to make a change with their life and pursue their passions. And when I was sitting there with those people on that first day, I was like, all right, here we go. This is what I'm going to do with the rest of my life.
These programs are not easy. They're very complex. And for the teachers to be able to teach you these complex programs, it just blows my mind. And I'm like, wow. And those are the people that you really want to keep in your corner forever in your career.
Oh, yeah.
Because if you ever get stuck with something or if you ever need help, they will help you.
Turn to, yeah.
You get what you put in. Success for me going out into the world is I want to make a film that connects with someone else.
For me, knowing that I'm with a group of people that are obsessed with storytelling and watching an audience reaction, that to me equals success.
Advanced Imaging Society exists to encourage development of new motion picture technology, and I am thrilled to be among you tonight and honored for my contribution to movies.
But the thing that really gets people in the theater is human emotion.
So excited to be here at the Advanced Imaging Society Awards, the Lumiere Awards for tonight.
Let the set of the Avatar sequels to come down here and accept this.
Hello, the Advanced Imaging Society. Thank you for this. We're very proud and excited, and we'll have to come back again when we've made another film and see if we can do it again a second time around.
My name is Ron Martin. I work for Unity Technologies. I'm very excited to be here at the Advanced Imaging Awards tonight.
You know, to the Los Angeles Film School, you know, thank you for doing what you do. We have to breed the next generation of filmmakers and to teach them some of the tools that they can use to go out and make movies. There's nothing more important for our industry than to breed the next generation.
And we're also honored tonight so far for Best Song, which is great. And as Tom McDougall, who's our head of music, said, you know, we really rely on our song experience to be loved.
You know, my advice to young filmmakers, whether you're in front of the camera, behind the camera, you know, be prepared to work hard every day, every week, every year. Nothing is handed to you on a silver platter, and you got to continue to work hard every day.
And our A-listers really love talking to the LA Film School crew, and a couple of them had actually taught there. So if you look at our audience here, you have 200 people who are kind of A-list. So LA Film School, keep up the great work. Keep those students getting better and better because the industry needs them. We need highly qualified, great filmmakers, and LA Film School puts those into the marketplace.
right, I'm Kyle's mentor. I taught him everything he knows.
Despite all of Brandon's successes, he works with his friends, he's got no ego, he does what he does because he really loves it, and there's no one better out there.
Film School graduating classes of 2020, 2021, and 2022. Graduates, come on in. Thank you. Graduates, welcome back. Welcome home and welcome here. It's wonderful to have you here with us today. We are just so happy to have you here. I am Tammy Elliott. I'm the president of the Los Angeles Film School, and I'd love to take just a second to welcome all of you that are here with us. You're our friends and family of our beloved graduates here. You were very, very important to their success, and for you to be here in a very busy time. We all have a lot of obligations and devotions and commitments, and for you to be here, carve out that time for these students is so, so special. Thank you for celebrating with us on today here on our campus. And they want to clap for that. They're saying thank you. I also want to send a shout out to our online audience. We are live streaming this. We have many, many graduates, faculty, staff, family members, beloved friends that are in joining us in many, many states and also some countries. So for those of you in different time zones who are celebrating with us from afar, thank you so much for being here with us as well. And we really appreciate you. Back to you. Can I see a show of hands for those of you that graduated in the year of 2020? Do you remember that year? Yes. Yes. 2020. It seems like 45 years ago, right? Yes. Oh my goodness, it's so good to see you, and thanks for coming back. Let me see 2021. You guys remember that year, right? Yes, 2021. And this year, a little late, but this year, 2022, any hands? Yes. Yes. Awesome. Awesome. Oh boy, today is a monumental day. We're here to celebrate with you this day. I hope that somewhere in the next 24 hours there's a champagne toast. I'm all about champagne toast, and I hope that you take advantage of that, or any kind of liquid that you like to enjoy. But my choice is champagne, and because it's important to mark this moment. It's important to look at this moment and in our soul understand what it took to get to this place. Oftentimes when you come to a milestone, when you hit that marker and you hit your goal, oftentimes it's not about one decision that you made to get to that mile marker. Oftentimes it's not one step to get to that milestone. Most of the time, it's hundreds of decisions that you made along the way, and hundreds, if not more, steps that you made to continue forward. And you did that. You took every one of those steps, and some of those steps required some pretty intense decisions. Some of you had on days or a week or a month, some of you may have had to decide between school and job. That's tough, right? I see the heads. Yeah. Others of you may have had to decide between school, job, and family. Now let's get complicated. Let's get really complicated. Those are tough moments. And somehow, perhaps with some of your loved ones, you figured it out and you stayed the course and you kept on going. So when you're having that champagne toast about today, yes, about your graduation, please do. But as you move forward into and establishing your next goal, whether that's professional or personal, and sometimes our professional is our personal goals, right? As you establish those, you're already set and ready. You know the steps that it's going to require. You know the decisions that you're going to have to make along the way. You know you're going to be hit with barriers. You know it. You've already experienced it. And look, you have succeeded here. So when you hit those barriers into your future, remember this. Remember those steps. Remember that you made the right decisions and you can continue to do that to meet your next milestone. We are so freaking proud of you. We are proud of you. You live in our heart. You've done work through some unprecedented times against all odds to complete what you started and set out to do. We're honored that you are one of our own. We are proud of you. Congratulations, graduates. Job well done. Job well done. Okay, next is a presenter is our education director of our online programs. Her name is Jackie Otero, and she's joining us by video.
Hello from the East Coast. I'm Jackie Otero, the Education Director for our online programs. I want to say a special shout out to our online students who are graduating today. For those of you that are either joining us in person or live streaming online, you have accomplished so much during your time with us. I just want to take a moment to recognize you all. I will give you one piece of advice as you go forward into your careers, and it's a piece of advice that a mentor of mine shared with me, which is chase the butterflies. You know that feeling of butterflies that you get in your stomach when you're feeling a little anxious about the future, a little bit nervous about something that you're taking on? Graduation day is one of those days where you feel those butterflies. Chase that feeling. Don't lose it. Use it as an indicator that you're doing something worthwhile. When you are out there in the industry and you get an opportunity that makes you feel a little nervous, that's when you know you're on the right path. So go forward. Please share in your success with us. We cannot wait to see what you do next. At this point, I want to pass it over to my counterpart in Los Angeles, Charlie Kanganis, our Director of Education for campus.
Thank you, Jackie. As Jackie mentioned, I'm Charles Kanganis. I'm the Director of Education for campus here at the Los Angeles Film School. Prior to this, I was the Senior Program Director of Film and also oversaw the Writing for Film and Television program. My journey started in 2009. Your journey, graduates, started with a question that was posed to you possibly by a family member that's here. And it probably happened when you were 4 or in some cases 54. And that is, what do you want to be when you grow up? Some of you at that time might have said an astronaut, or a singer, or a dancer, or a politician. Some of you might have said a nurse. Myself, I said third base for the New York Yankees. And I still have dreams of that. I won't let that go. Along the way, you had to do a job. You had to work. You had to make a living. You had to support yourself potentially. You had to support a family potentially. And then that is, what can I do? Or what do I have to do? And in some cases, you might have served our country. and thank you for your service. I'm going to use a writing analogy called an inciting incident. An inciting incident is the pivotal moment in a story that sets your story in motion, that leads you on a journey. You each have your own that brought you here to the LA Film School. Buckminster Fuller once said, "The moment you choose to do what you really want to do in life, it's a different kind of life." Think back to that moment where you saw an ad in the Metro for the LA Film School, where you heard something on TikTok or Hulu. Potentially one of these places, a future employer of yours. Where you fused the moment where you said, this is what I want to do. Whether it's film, whether it's television, whether it's audio, whether it's music production, whether it's entertainment business or animation. You said, this is what's calling me. This is where I want to put my energy. This is what I want to sacrifice for. I'll continue the analogy in writing. Your first academic year. Some of you, it might have began in this particular room. Others, it might have been a virtual orientation online, where you sat with your program directors, some of them here today. Jessica Young is here. Thank you, Jessica. Jordan Janone is here for joining us. They're going to help later to pass out your diplomas. They listened to you about what you expected from us, and they shared with you what we expected from you. That first academic year. New relationships, new software, new collaborators. Interesting time. For many of you, it did begin virtually, potentially. We did the best we could. We did curbside pickup. We got you gear. We shipped gear. We had students shoot down in Orange County from the film program when LA County was shut down. We tried to do everything we could do to keep the education going as best as we could from distance and at times as soon as we could back on campus. Challenging first year. Your second academic year, Act 2. More software, more gear thrown at you, more different relationships to work with. Some of you might have felt confident in your skills you were learning. You might have taken on some jobs or done some work for some people or done some internships. The entire education has been rooted from day one in preparing you to go out into the world, to go out into the business world, to go out on sets, to get into studios. It is a progressive education that we've created. Act 3, many students share with me, flew by. Your third academic year. Where did the time go? Many of you might have thought back then and said, I can't believe this is my last day. I can't believe this was my last class. I can't believe I got here. And as President Tammy pointed out, we can't believe we got back here. There was a moment there we all thought we'll never see faces without masks again, or never see faces again in person. So we're very grateful we've been back and been back strong. Most Hollywood movies have sequels these days. Top Gun Maverick, there's many of them. I can't believe how many incarnations we're seeing now of Lord of the Rings and of the Star Wars series. Your sequel is going to be your career. We do not look at this as the end. Some of you have already been out there. Some of you know what it's like. It's not easy. It's challenging. There's no roadmap. There's no one way to do something. Sometimes it's not fair. Sometimes it's a lot more lucky when you're prepared. But it's also that much more rewarding. The satisfaction of being part of something, being part of content, something that was created, where you may not find your name at the top of the marquee, though some of you might, but you'll find your name in credits along with hundreds, sometimes thousands of other inspirational artists who help create content today. Don't forget what I call the bottom of the hill, the work ethic that got you here today. No matter how high you rise in the business, no matter how high you rise in your careers, always remember where you start. Always remember the bottom of the hill. You have made a commitment to a life in the arts. And the only thing I can guarantee you in that commitment is you will have a different kind of life. We celebrate you today. We celebrate your families, your support team. We guided you on a journey through your education, and we will continue to be with you to support your successes of tomorrow. Thank you very much. It's my pleasure to introduce Dr. Kyle Woody. He is our Vice President of Education. He has a few words for you, and will also, with the help of our program directors, present the diplomas. Dr. Woody.
That's an impossible task for me to follow those three wonderful speeches, our president, Jackie, and Charlie. But you saw or listened to kind of a theme that emerged, right? This concept of a journey and the steps that you're taking along the journey. And I smile at graduation, and I smile at orientation. I smile every day, don't get me wrong, along the journey, right? But I think about going back to orientation. We just had an orientation session last week in this physical space. And I challenge you to kind of reflect back. Take a moment today. Maybe it is during that champagne toast that our president talked about. Just a private, introspective, reflective moment. Put yourself back at your orientation. For some of you, it might have been in this physical space, this theater. Others, it might have been the online orientation. But give some thought a little bit to kind of who you were back then. What were your academic and professional goals? What were you looking for from this experience at LA Film School? And then kind of think about who you are today. Think about what those goals might be, how you've changed and developed and evolved. So please make sure in the celebration, and sometimes this flies by, but have that moment today where you can reflect back to your orientation, okay? You did this. You did this. We are proud of you, as we've all said. And you also had that help and that guidance and assistance along the way. So when you're having this kind of champagne celebration, also think a little bit about the directors of education, Charlie and Jackie, who helped along your journey. The program directors, the program managers, the day-to-day operations of the academic departments, the outstanding faculty that you had throughout your educational career here, the faculty that taught your general education courses that were those liberal arts foundation, the transferable skills, not necessarily the skills that go on the resume from those liberal arts courses, but to help you become a better human being. Critical thinking, problem solving, instilling some of that empathy that we all need and this world needs. Then you had your faculty that were in your core courses, right? That were teaching you those skills, the equipment, the software, the technology that are helping you along your next step post-graduation for your career development. And then you had on the education team some of the kind of unseen, unsung, spoken heroes and sheroes. You had the registrar that was helping to kind of schedule your courses term to term. Whitney always likes that when I give a shout out to the registrar. We love the registrar. I have a staff member on my educational leadership team that actually goes through and thoroughly kind of vets and verifies the qualifications of your outstanding faculty to ensure that we're delivering the best courses for your development. And then you had your academic coaches, right, that had an open door policy, responded to your emails, responded to your phone calls to support you along the way. So you did this, and hopefully we helped you along the way. So please don't forget about us, right? At orientation, we cared for you. Throughout your career, we cared for you. At commencement, we care for you. And as you move forward, that next step in the journey, we will continue to care for you. Now, friends and family, you also cared for your loved ones along this way. So here in a moment, when your loved one is walking across the stage to receive that well-earned degree, be loud, cheer, okay? It's a Friday afternoon, please. We are not a quiet commencement. Soon-to-be graduates, please rise. Graduates in the program Associate of Science in Film, Charles Galvin, magna cum laude. See, we still care. Thank you, Charlie. You demonstrated that. Ashley Glass. Justin Robinson. Graduates in the program Associate of Science in Music Production, Dion Fortier, summa cum laude. Sabrina Guerrero, cum laude. Danielle Plummer, magna cum laude. Ronald Serrano, summa cum laude. Joseph Shesko, summa cum laude. Natasha Sipke, summa cum laude. Eric Topanta. Misty Wack, cum laude. Graduates in the program Bachelor of Science in Animation, Mi Troom, summa cum laude. Graduates in the program Bachelor of Science in Entertainment Business, Natargan Choto. Kayla McCarter Rogers, cum laude. Graduates in the program Bachelor of Science in Film Production, Kampha Boomkampar. Cecilia Enciso, cum laude. Amanda Escudero. David Noyola. Alejandro Razo. Graduates in the online program Bachelor of Science in Digital Filmmaking, Michael Cook, summa cum laude. We are too. Stephen Hall, summa cum laude. Graduates in the online program, Bachelor of Science in Graphic Design, Antoinette Gonzalez, cum laude. Deidre Wilson, summa cum laude. Shabrice Reed. Jordan Texon, cum laude. Thank you for listening to me earlier when I said please be loud. I appreciate that. Graduate in the program Bachelor of Science in Film Production, Erica Bowski. Graduate in the online program Bachelor of Science in Graphic Design, James Hill. Graduates, per the tradition of the Los Angeles Film School, I ask you to please rise and face your family, friends, and loved ones. Graduates, as your Vice President of Education, it is my honor to bestow your degrees with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. You may now move your tassel from the right to the left, the side closest to your heart. Congratulations to the graduating classes of 2020, 2021, and 2022. Graduates, I ask you to please sit for the final time. I swear to you. For this next step in your journey, to welcome you to the alumni and alumnae community of the Los Angeles Film School, I would like to introduce my outstanding colleague, student-centric, graduate-centric, the Vice President of Career Development Angelia Bibbs Sanders.
Wow, I'm loving the energy in this room. Finally, right? 20, 21, 22. Well, graduates, congratulations. You've done it. You have reached this important milestone. During these past few weeks, months, and even years, what we really want you to know is that your career development team has been here with you this entire time. And I want you to know that we are here for you as you are transitioning, some sooner than and some later, through your journey to your creative dreams. Our partnership does not end here. It actually just moves into a new phase with your LA Film School family, with your classmates, and with the alumni community at large. Today, I'm honored to welcome each of you into the Los Angeles Film School Alumni Association of over 12,000 graduates. Yes, clap for that, yay. One of the things that's occurred to me is some of you have inquired about when you are going to receive your alumni card. We worked very diligently over the COVID pandemic to actually get everybody caught up from 2020 to 22 with your alumni card. You should have received that by now. Yes? That was so important. That was so important. So, but if you have not received your alumni card, please come see us. Our career development team is in the lobby next door. You may have seen some of us with Career Connect t-shirts on and hats. That's an important resource and tool for you. But please come next door, see us, make sure you connect with us because we will get an alumni card out to you if you have not received it. Really, really important. If you're a recent graduate, you should receive your alumni card within 30 days of graduation. And so I know that's important, so I've added that line into my congratulatory message to you because I think your alumni card is something we want you to carry, we want you to be proud of. And as you join this professional network, it's really, really important for you guys to continue to collaborate, to lean on each other, and never stop creating. Really, really important. Today, at the conclusion of our ceremony, I'm going to be in the lobby of the, for most of you know the Brain Lobby, but in the building next door. I'll be there, and we're hoping that you'll stop by, learn about the support and the services that we offer you, no matter where you are on your journey. So I look forward to meeting you and your family members in the next few minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our graduation ceremony today. We are going to ask that you exit the theater on both sides of the aisle, but really important to stop by the main lobby because for all of you, we have a gift for you today. And yes, we do. And so please come by, and it'll be worth your journey over, so don't skip the gift. Come by, pick up your gift. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your endurance. And most of all, we are so proud of you. Congratulations, graduates.